This is level I, list 12, and we're doing the day 1 page. And all of these words end in and we're using the ER for the sound on the end of these words. So we've got under, thunder, sister, cluster, blister, splinter, banker, anger, dancer, master. So sometimes we use ER at the end of a word to say someone who. So someone who dances is a dancer. And sometimes it's just part of the base word, like under. And sometimes we use ER at the end of a word, to say more of something. So you run faster than me. Now let's have a look at what these words mean. We've got under means something that is below something else. Thunder is the sound we hear when there's a storm. It's often scaring our dogs. A sister is a sibling who's a female. A cluster is a group of things. It could be a cluster of stars. A blister is when you get like a bubble on your skin and it's got a little bit of liquid in there. It usually happens when something's rubbing on something else and they hurt. A splinter is when you get something stuck in your skin, like a little piece of wood. A banker is someone who works at a bank. Anger is when you're not very happy and you're feeling angry, you're displaying anger. A dancer, we've already said, is someone who dances. And a master is someone who's very good at something. So let's read these words, sound them, spell them, and write them. So we've got under, 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 U-N-D-E-R, U-N-D-E-R, U-N-D-E-R. Write them 3 times, then check to make sure that it's correct. You can finish that page off. Okay, level I, list 12, we're doing the day 2. So in these words, we've got all these words ending with ER, and the on the end of these words is making a schwat sound. So a schwat is like an upside down or back to front E, or just back to front 6. So we go under, but we should, let's say these words to spell because that will make it easier for you. So under, thunder, sister, cluster, blister, splinter, banker, anger, dancer, master. Okay, these ones up here aren't too bad. You've only got a bit of revision in the there. But down here they get a bit trickier. So remember with NK, you can have NK in a word, but you never have NCK. You can have CK, but you can't have those 3 together. So you have CK, NK, but never NCK. So that guy has to go and play somewhere else. So don't be tempted to put a C in there. In dancer, we know the C is making its sound because it's followed by an E. So when a C is followed by an E, an I, or a Y, we know it's going to say S. And master, we probably should say master, but we tend to say master. So we're putting an R in there, the sound of an R, but just remember there is no R in master. So what do these words mean? Under means you've got something above you. Thunder is a sound that we hear when we have a storm. A sister is a female sibling. A cluster is a group of something. A blister might be a lump on your skin which has some liquid in it, and it's usually caused from your shoes rubbing or your skin being pinched. A splinter is when you get a piece of wood or glass or something in your finger or foot or somewhere. A banker is someone who works in a bank. Anger is when you're not happy, you're a bit angry about something. A dancer is someone who likes to move to music. And a master is someone who's good at something. So you've got to finish these words and link to the meanings and rewrite. So you're just going to add the at the end. Now, even though you know we say it's like a grunt sound at the end of these words, you know you have to write the ER there. So a person who moves to music, you'd have to write dancer there. You've got to try, once you've filled in these lines here, you've got to link it to the definition too. Finish the saying and write what it means. Something, the weather. If you're under the weather, it means you're not feeling well, you're feeling a bit sick. Master of none comes from jack of all trades, master of none, means that you're good at a lot of things, but you're not outstandingly brilliant at any of them. You're just good at lots of things. To steal someone's thunder means that you're telling someone else's story, or you're where they might want to brag about an accomplishment, you've gone and told people before they had the chance to. So you can finish off those little sayings and explain in your own words what they mean. Common pairs, we've got something and lightning, thunder and lightning. You can work out the others on your own. Now we'll just go back to the top. As you start this page, we're going to read the word, sound the word, spell it and write it. So we've got under. Now you may want to put these in as, sound these out as syllables. So you go under, U-N-D-E-R, cover it and write it. And these difficult ones like master, you might prefer to sound it as master, just to make it easier for you to be able to spell it. This is level I, list 12, and we're doing the day 3 page. So in this list, we're revising the ER at the end of a word. Quite often gives it schwat sound, which is like a grunt sound, like ah. So rather than us saying under, quite often we say under. So let's read them as we should pronounce them. So under, thunder, sister, cluster, blister, splinter, banker, anger, dancer, master. If you don't say those words like that, if you do give it the schwat sound, you're going to have to remember to write the ER on the end when you're writing those words. So let's read the word, sound the word, spell the word, and then check to see if it's right. So we've got under, or you could do it as 2 syllables, under, and spell it U-N-D-E-R. U-N-D-E-R. Down here we've got plurals. So these words are all nouns and we're making them mean more than one. So we have one sister, we'd have twin sisters. So when you form a plural, you quite often add an S to the end of it. One master, 2 masters, one splinter, lots of splinters, one something, a troop of dancers. So one dancer. Now verb families, you're writing the base word. Here you're adding the S, here you're adding the ing to the base word, and here you're adding the ed to the end. So you'd have thundered, blistered, splintered, clustered. So you're adding that ed to all of them. Down here you've got to find a word that goes with these other words. So you've got ships, would be master. You can work out the rest of those on your own. Here you've got to work out which word is spelt correctly and then write it on the line provided. Off you go. This is level I, list 12, and we're on to the day 4, and we're talking about apostrophes. So by now you'd really know that apostrophes may be used for 2 different reasons. Sometimes when we join words together and leave out some letters, we put an apostrophe in to show where we've left out the letters and join the words together. And sometimes we use apostrophes to show ownership. So join the words together to make contractions and add the apostrophe. So I am, I plus am, if we join that together to make one word, we put I, we take out the A, so we put the apostrophe in there and we add the M, I'm. We can say I am going to school or I'm going to school. You can finish the rest of these on your own. Now down here, the possessive apostrophe always goes at the end of the base word if the word is singular. When we're using an apostrophe as to show possession, it means that the word after the base word belongs to that base word. So the dog's bowl, the bowl belongs to the dog. Now here it's saying the, so that indicates there's only one. So the base word would be dog, So the apostrophe must always go at the end of the base word. So we're saying the dog's bowl is empty and there's only one dog. If we put it after the S, we're indicating that there's more than one dog. So the car's windows are dirty. There's only one car because we've got the. So we're looking at the base word being car. The apostrophe must always go at the end of the base word, so it goes after the R and before the S. You can finish those ones on your own. Now, if a word ends in an S, we do not have to add another S. The apostrophe goes after the S in the base word. So have a look at these ones. There are lots of names that end in an S, so remember you don't have to add another S. So Reese's bathers are wet. So all we do is we pop the apostrophe after the base word. There's only one Reese, we're only talking about one of them, so the base word will be Reese. Lewis's coat is black. Lewis, there's only one Lewis, so the apostrophe goes at the end of the base word. The base word is Lewis, the coat belongs to him. So all that apostrophe is doing is saying that there is only one Lewis and the coat belongs to him. You can finish those on your own.